Did you hit record? The lights on? Okay.
Usually the light's on, it means it's recording.
Yeah, it should mean it's recording.
Yeah.
I think it's recording.
Well, we're gonna start this, I think.
Sure. Let's start.
Let's start this. Let's
Let's give it a shot.
let's give us yeah. Let's get our jam on.
Okay.
Here we go. It's a Something About Nothing podcast with Ricky Pope and Mike Schilling, and this is our little jingle we decided to put on.
I like it.
I like it too. It's kind of nice. And then we're just gonna fade out on that, and we'll probably get better as time goes on.
Probably.
Or probably
That
not.
wasn't bad. That was
bad.
That's almost like we were trying to be a professional.
I know. Isn't that great?
Yeah, we should try that more often.
We should. We should.
So, Mike,
Yes, sir.
it's been a week or so.
Yeah, a lot has happened
Yeah,
last couple of weeks.
some changes going on.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
My goodness. Busy at the college,
Mm.
busy in the IT world. Let me put
Oh.
it that way. I don't want to give away anything, but the IT world.
In the IT world?
Yeah. But nothing new, nothing really exciting. I'm been working on some projects, just concept sketches, ideas.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, I got some news that I can officially tell people now.
Oh, good deal.
I do have some news. So I am leaving the newsroom. Not this one. This is not news.
Oh, okay.
What we do is not news.
No, this is not.
No, I'm leaving my my TV station.
Oh, yeah.
And yep, I am going to go work. I'm still going to be doing video, but I'm going to be working for a federal contractor doing video production.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm super excited.
And you'll have actual people hours.
Yes, I'll
You'll
have
be
like
able to.
normal people hours
Yeah.
Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
9 to
You
5.
won't be like that guy in the IT show that comes out of the server room.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I can't remember his name.
I can't
but
remember his
anyway,
name either right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goth guy.
The goth guy.
Yeah, that's how I feel on Monday mornings.
I bet
right
you do.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I won't be working weekends. No late nights.
Nice.
It'll be so nice.
Yeah, I've been catching up. My wife calls them soap operas, and they probably are man operas.
Man operas.
And even though the cheesiest shows, I like watching The Flash and The Arrow. And of course, The Arrow, they try to make him out like a Batman because because all the villains are Batman villains. So,
Oh yeah.
and The Flash, and then the Supergirl,
Yep.
which because the problem is it's kind of like the comics. They have this kind of this hierarchy. Hierarchy, what they call it?
Yeah.
Hierarchy. And the
Like
deal.
levels of villainy.
Well, no,
or
it's kind of like
are you talking about the hero side?
it's like someone saying, probably yelling at me right now, but it's where all these stories from these different comics
Uh-huh.
in the same world, and they kind of collide into like an episode.
Okay, like the story arc.
Yeah, so they had a story arc. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they have one, and it talks about. And of course, I got a guy at work. He always says, "Oh yeah, I saw Agents of Shield last night." I'm sorry, I haven't seen it for 2 episodes. Be quiet. And so
Oh man, I'm like seasons behind on that show.
Yeah. So I think the last time I saw it was probably is when Captain America died. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love the Cap. But yeah, so I had these 3 shows, and I think the name of it was like Earth X.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I want to see this.
Yeah.
And so I was watching Arrow.
But you got to catch up on
But
all
I
the
got
other
to Arrow,
ones.
and I thought, part 3? What the heck is part 1 and 2? Oh, part 1 Supergirl, part 2 Flash.
Oh.
And then they had the other show, which called the Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow. Yep.
And so they've got them mixed in there, and so I thought, oh my goodness. I don't. So anyway, but the episode is neat because it's almost like it's kind of like Man in the High Tower, as if Germany during World War II actually take over the world.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So in this Earth X, and that's what's going on. And so
Nice.
yeah, so they had So anyway,
So you have to catch up on all the other shows before you can watch this one.
yeah, so my wife's gonna help her mom at the,
Crossover nightmares.
oh, I know it is. Yeah, so Saturday is probably gonna be my binge watching day.
Your catch up
So,
day.
yeah.
I can see that.
So
Yeah, I haven't been watching anything new lately. I actually my work schedule is so crazy that I don't get to watch much of anything anyway. So I have determined to only watch things that I don't have to watch really closely.
yeah.
And so I end up watching old things that I've watched before. So right now I am rewatching Torchwood,
Oh, okay.
the British Doctor Who
Yeah,
spinoff. Yep.
yeah. Now is that the one now there's one that has to do with a warehouse. I'm thinking of maybe a different
Well, Torchwood
Torchwood
kind of has they call it the hub.
the
It's
hub?
kind of this weird building that they do all their stuff out of.
Is Torchwood I saw, man, I watched a couple of shows and almost
Uh,
had the feel as if they're almost like time cops or something, detectives or am I
kind
it
of.
does have a it's kind of a
Yeah, the premise is that all of this that there's a rift in time and space through Cardiff,
yeah,
and all this flopsome and jetsam floats through the rift from time to time.
yeah,
It's space junk or
okay.
aliens, and they basically keep track of it and either lock it up or try to send it back.
Oh,
So that's kind of the premise of the
so like, Time Guardians or something like that or
kinda. Mostly
less
it's
and
alien stuff.
yeah,
Sometimes it's time travel-y, but most of the time it's just alien weirdness.
okay. Yeah, just kind of
But yeah, I like it. It's different. It's not. It's definitely not designed for kids. It's not
no,
a Doctor Who show.
no,
So
not the episodes I was looking
yeah,
at, yeah. So,
but I like it. It's good stuff.
yeah, I was watching, sometimes I go back and I watch some shows, like, some old movies, and I saw the one, it was one of his cleaner, decent movies. Mel Brooks was the, uh, Young Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Good
That's
stuff.
yeah, that's really good. Um, some of his other stuff is, it's good, but
Yeah,
it's really risque. So,
yeah,
but and then I don't know, I was just trying to, Netflix will I said Netflix again. Um, they'll have some new stuff, and I'll try to watch it and see if it's any good.
yeah.
Have you had a chance? I have not done any research or even seen hardly anything on the new Marvel Black Panther.
I because I know you like avoid everything until you get to go see the movie, don't you? Like you avoid trailers.
Well, I mean,
You avoid any chance
yeah,
that they might spoil a single thing.
but be honest, what I did, this was the first time I ever went against my policy. Now, what I did was um, Captain America: Civil War. Well, I know in the comic books,
Yeah.
Cap dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and and Cap has a special place in my heart, and so I actually found um, before I was going to go to the movies, I
Yeah.
found I don't know something somewhere on the internet that provides um, data
Yeah.
where I could actually get close to the ending.
Yeah.
And all I wanted to know, did he die or not? And I didn't even care if they gave the ending away.
Yeah.
I'm going, okay, okay, he just leaves Tony. It's all good. He's alive.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go to the movies.
Gotcha.
Because then I didn't have that tension anymore. But, you know, I don't know. I think I've become less and less um, spoiler. I don't know. I can't say that. I can't. I can't.
Depends on the movie.
Depends on the movie.
Yeah.
Depends on the character.
I've been following the Black Panther thing for quite a while, and I've watched a lot of the stuff. I still have not gone to see the movie. It's this crazy schedule I have. Um, my goal is to go see movies more often. But I have not seen the movie yet. I still
Yeah.
really, really want to go see it. Um, I have heard amazing things about
Yeah, I have
it,
too.
and
Yeah.
just watching what I've watched of it, the trailers and such, it just looks just stunning. The cinematography,
Mhm.
the effects, it just looks really sharp. And I hear the story's really solid. Gonna build this into the next Avengers movie.
Yeah.
It kind of gets us the next step along
Yeah.
the course. Shows off some things that you kind of need to know about.
Yeah.
Because they need that broader, they need that bigger Marvel picture
Yeah.
before they can do this next Avengers movie.
Yeah, kinda like we're doing with, um, Batman versus Superman. Um,
Yeah, they wanted to get that.
Justice League, yeah, I'm just
They
joking.
wanted to get
Yeah.
the Wonder Woman in there before the Justice League thing,
Yeah.
and yeah,
That's
I don't know.
it's to me, it's kind of falling apart.
Yeah, I think they just didn't have good. Uh, they didn't have a good head guy,
No.
to just really ramrod everything
Well,
in the crazy.
they went to a
Well, they
guy.
did. They did have a good head guy, and he
Was it?
had a dark universe,
Yeah.
and which was fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. DC's been really good at that in the
Yeah.
past. But then he had, tragic family issues,
Yeah.
and they bring somebody else in, and it
Yeah.
just, and now he's trying to form it into his deal.
Yeah.
Like, if okay, either if it had been him from the beginning,
Yeah.
I think that'd been all right. Or if the other guy could have stayed, I think it'd have been all right.
Yeah.
But I think it's just, I hope it's not dead.
Yeah.
I just, I hope it's not dead. I mean, I'm not, I'm a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Marvel fanboy. I'm not a DC fanboy, but still, I want to see it. I still want to see it happen. I want it to be
Yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, I want to see the Justice League. I want to see all these heroes. I mean, the same thing with the Marvel universe.
Hmm.
Um, and that's a problem. We early from our beginning podcast we talked about Ben Affleck, and apparently he's not going to play Batman. So
Yeah,
they're looking at who's going to play Batman, which I think is weird. I mean, I know. I
yeah,
mean, I understand they did, Michael Keaton, and then
yeah,
they did Val Kilmer, and
yeah,
they did George Clooney with the bat nipples,
yeah.
and yeah,
And things just went south from
yeah, it
there.
went from there. We were going to eventually get to something like that here in a minute, but yeah, when you go to bat nipples, that's when pretty much. I mean, you're gone.
Yeah, yeah,
But see, in this universe, it's kind of like in Marvel. Let's say all suddenly, um, um, I can't remember his name, but the guy who plays Captain America. Let's
yeah.
say, or Tony
Chris
Stark.
Evans. Yeah.
Yeah, or Tony Stark. And let's Robert
Well,
Downey.
Chris Evans wants out.
Yeah,
They're talking about him going out, and it's probably going to happen in the next movie or two.
huh?
So I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know if they're gonna kill him or if he's just gonna not be. Just walk away.
Hmm.
But I mean, there is talk of him wanting out, and I mean, there've been talk of him wanting out for a long time, but it sounds like it's probably gonna happen.
Well, let's pretend. Let's go to the land of make believe. Let's say they're going to do this, and which character do you think will replace him? It would be either his buddy who plays the Falcon,
Yep,
or it will be
Bucky.
Bucky,
Yep,
which Bucky is actually in the comic book.
yep, yeah. They have both taken the mantle before,
Yeah.
and I think either one would be a good choice. However, the rumor has it. The rumor has it. There's a song. Um, the rumor has it that they, well, okay, I don't want to say that they're not going to do either,
Mm-hmm.
but the rumor has it that the next stage of Marvel movies is going to leave Earth and be more space fantasy
Oh.
focused. So we're talking more Doctor Strange weirdness, more um, Guardians of the Galaxy space adventure weirdness, because they just got the Fantastic Four back. Fantastic Four can do tons of space adventures in the comics. They have access to, because of the whole Fox deal,
Mm-hmm.
they have access to mutants, maybe, kind of. So that gives them access to some bad guys from the X universe that they didn't have before.
Yeah.
Um, big space baddies that they could bring in. And so, but I mean, that's still a little up in the air, but that's kind of what a couple people have hinted out.
Speaking of that, have you seen the trailer of Deadpool 2?
I saw one. Is there just the one?
Yeah, there's several. There's
Okay,
several.
I've seen
Yeah.
one, like, but I don't remember it being very long. But I remember it being completely absurd
Oh, I
and
know.
inappropriate.
Yeah, and that's
And that's
Deadpool. Yeah,
Deadpool for you.
yeah. It's really it's funny. One where he was going to help a kitty come down a tree, and he pulled his gun out, and the little girl says, "No, okay," you know. Um, yeah, it's. So that looks good.
Yes,
Definitely
yes.
not a family film.
Nope, nope, not a
So
family film.
I'm.
The first one was good. You've seen the first one.
Oh yeah,
It's funny. It's funny.
they got the right character,
Yeah. Oh,
and what I love about them,
Ryan Reynolds.
and
He
he's
nails it.
and they're so self aware.
Yes.
I mean, it's this, in the beginning of the first one where it's the car crash and you see this, like the baseball card of, the Green Lantern,
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there was all
It
kinds of little
it's just
pokes and prods.
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say Easter egg fodder in that
Yeah.
movie is insane. And okay, I watched this web series called Cinema Sins. Have you ever watched Cinema
Yeah.
Sins? And if you ever watched the Cinema Sins for Deadpool, he's basically like, it's amazing. It's like Ryan Reynolds is doing our job for us. It's great.
Oh, he's so good.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. They, man, he nails it. Yeah. So I haven't seen, I still haven't seen Thor.
You haven't seen Thor? It's
No.
good.
Yeah. I mean, that's on my list. To watch.
Yep.
I haven't seen. I guess that's the only one that.
Thor and
Like,
Black Panther.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen Doctor Strange. I really liked it.
yeah, it was good.
I
I
really
enjoyed
liked it.
it.
I was totally surprised how much I enjoyed that.
It's
It caught me off
it
guard.
feels it's really good. It almost feels it's so different.
Yeah,
It almost feels outside the Marvel universe,
it does.
but
But
they
that's
got to cram him in there, though.
that's kind of his reality,
Yes.
and um, only because of trailers that I've seen. Um, I love the things that I love what they do with Thor. Some of the funny stuff they do, where he's spending the summer with, this ordinary office guy, and they have this one thing where, he's are we having technical difficulties? Do you think we're good? We're good.
No, we're fine. I was just checking our time. I lost the track.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
I wasn't keeping time.
that's okay. Yeah, it's because probably people going, I've already shut off. So,
Well, I'm
you
not worried
know,
about other people.
yeah, because nobody's listening.
I only care about us.
No, that's good. That's good.
As long as
So,
I'm happy.
well, and that's what I tell my wife. As long as Ricky's happy, I know my life's complete.
I've come to a point in my life. This is my comedy. I have a friend that told me this philosophy. His philosophy of comedy. As long as it made me laugh, it counts.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That has some pretty good. Netflix has some. I guess they're doing a lot of like Jerry Seinfeld type of stuff.
Yeah.
I really love comedians riding cars, getting coffee. That's on Netflix.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really good, really funny. Um, and then it's interesting. They do kind of a documentary of after Jerry Seinfeld, uh, his show
Yeah.
ended, and Jerry was trying to get back into stand up again. And
Okay.
he realized it is not as easy being away from stand up that long.
Nope.
And so he goes in, and it's funny. He has all these different people who are, everything from Chris Rock and
Yeah.
even Jay Leno, who was doing the Tonight Show. He was still doing stand up gigs to keep himself fresh.
Right.
So it was really interesting. And he had a hard enough time. And the biggest thing too, with Jerry Seinfeld wanted to do, he said, I wanted to do all new material, not my old stuff. And
Okay.
and so that's that. I mean, that's the thing on
What's
that.
the deal
What's the
about?
deal? What's the deal with toothpaste?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so it was interesting. And then while I was showing him trying to get back, they also had another guy who was a starter, and he was very obnoxious and very annoying, kind of like I am right now.
Yeah. Well.
And so yeah, and so it was interesting. It was interesting. So I don't know why I went there, but oh,
So, you got any weird news
yes,
for
I
today?
do. I have real. Yes, I do.
Real weird news.
Weird news.
Weird news.
Well, I tell you here, and this is what happens when you use technology. You have a tendency to do a little bit too much, I guess. Ba, ba, ba. People are going, "What is
Okay, so
wrong
I'm
with
like
you?"
I'm like scrubbing through
Mm-hmm.
future film release dates.
Yeah.
It cracks me up. There's a th- this is a release date that's been listed November 22nd, 2019. Untitled Fox Marvel film. Like, that doesn't say anything. It's like that could be anything.
I would love to pre-order my tickets to that. That'd be really
It's
good.
like, is that going to be Fantastic Four? Is that going to be an X movie?
I don't
And then
know.
there's this one, February 14th, 2020, Untitled DC film.
Well, that's awesome.
I'm like, what?
There's nothing wrong with that.
It could be anything. Why do you even list these things? So funny.
I don't understand that, and I always like going on there and seeing what they're because I'll have stuff already titled up, 3 years from now, and and um, come on, you think I
Having a
would?
problem.
Yeah, you would think I would know how to use technology. This is
You'd think the
ridiculous.
IT guy would.
Yeah, you think so?
You should call the support desk.
I tell you what, I would not trust
That's
any of
something you
those
need on
guys.
your little board. Have you tried turning it on back off
Oh,
and
that's
back
what I
on
need to
again?
do. Yeah.
Should just snag that from IT crowd.
Boy, I don't know
I don't think
why.
they'll sue us.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Well, I mean, we already did a parody, so
Well, that's true.
there's not a whole lot we can. Well, I tell you. Okay. Well, let's talk about man hurt attempting to jump off roof with rocket bike.
Rocket
Yeah,
bike.
he came up with his own rocket bike.
That's safe.
Yeah, as a
Safe.
40-year-old man is recovering after he tried to jump off his roof.
Wait, how old?
A 40 years old man.
Oh, old enough to know better.
Well, you would hope so.
Now I'm just saying, this sounds like one of those hold my beer, buddies
They in here it
kind of
does not
deals.
giving it did not it didn't give any indication of that, but I'm sure you can read into that. They said he tried to jump off his roof riding a homemade rocket bike.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, and let's see here. Yeah, so it was a homemade rocket bike. Um,
And
he's
what was the result of this rocket bike?
well,
Did he fly?
as you can see, this you can't see it on the screen, but this is the rocket bike right here. What was left of it?
What's left of it?
It says the homemade.
Okay.
They said the homemade rocket bike did not survive intact. There were a pair of skis, bicycle frames, and a motorcycle exhaust pipe. For rocket fuel, the man used heat, HEET, which people add to their gasoline.
Yeah,
So
I know what you're talking about. It's a
there's
fuel
no
additive.
and there's no word on his condition at this time.
Oh my gosh.
So, isn't that so?
Oh my.
Oh my!
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So there you go. And
That was
people. Yeah,
that's impressive.
that is pretty impressive.
What else you got?
What else I got? Let's see here. Yeah, it's been a while, folks. So kind of
Give us
give us
give us a little breather here.
let's see here. There we go.
We're trying new things. We're trying to be like
Yeah, and
more organized and stuff.
right
and-
now it's not helping him because Adobe is being a butt.
Well, there's that.
And Adobe wants to own everything, and I don't like this anymore. And it's pretty bad anymore when you have to. Actually, let's change it to that. We'll talk about this in another episode, how to do this.
This is why you should have a Mac.
Oh, man. Here we go again. I would if it's affordable and it's more and if it's affordable, I would. I
I'm just giving you crap
No, yeah, I know you are. I know you are, but what am I?
because
So
yeah, I don't.
so sheriff, teen shot in buttocks while friend was testing out a flak jacket near Lincoln.
Wait,
Teen
teen
shot
was shot in
teen
the
was
butt.
yes, teen was shot in the buttocks,
Butt talks. The
buttocks
butt talks.
while friends were testing out a flak jacket near Lincoln County.
So they had a jacket that should help. Pro- ru- ru- I got shot in the butt
Buttocks,
talks.
yes.
Yeah. So he had a jacket that was supposed to protect him, and
Yeah,
they shot something at him, and
yeah.
they aimed too low.
Well, the deputies were alerted to the shooting by a staff at the Lincoln Hospital that afternoon. They believe that the shooting took place in a cabin north of Malcolm. Anyway, whatever. During their investigation, they found the 19-year-old victim and his two friends had shot the Vietnam War era flak jacket several times. Wagner said. He said the jacket, a precursor to a modern bulletproof vest, successfully stopped rounds, so they decided to try it on a person.
Oh,
So a 19-year-old victim who was, won't mention his name, put a pillow under the back of his vest to absorb the shock. But the shooter, also 19, missed the vest. The victim was struck in the buttocks, and investigators believe now. I want to understand this. The investigators believe those involved had been drinking alcohol
you think?
before the shooting. Now, I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. What do you? I mean, I think that's pretty. I don't think you had to be a detective to figure that
I
out.
don't think so. I think that's a
I
that's a Darwin Award waiting to happen right there.
yeah. Oh, I love this one. We're gonna do this one,
Okay, what's
and
this one?
this one we will have to open uh, into. Unfortunately, I hate Edge, but here we go.
Okay.
Um, Florida boys gets trapped inside arcane claw machine.
Oh my
Florida boy
goodness.
gets trapped
Is this a
inside.
little bitty kid?
Yeah,
I think I've heard about this story. Wait,
yeah.
give me the lowdown.
Okay, well, firefighters rescue a boy crawled. I guess he crawled into the vending machine uh, door, the actual flap
Yes.
itself. Yeah, he said that evening, little Mason was enjoying some food and decided he wanted a stuffed animal. The rescue agency said he wanted it so bad he climbed into the game to get the toy. Fire officials said the boy was never in any distress. An off duty firefighter who happened to be there eating dinner contacted his colleagues, and they said the machine for about he was Mason was in the machine about for 5 minutes. And the door on the claw, that's how he got out. And the poor kid. I mean, I don't know if he was. Oh,
I
he
just want
and oh, this is a happy ending. And he was given a toy at the end. Now, what are you saying about that? So, if my kid tries to go in Walmart and steal a stuffed animal, and he gets caught, does that mean, oh, it's okay, you're cute. Here's a stuffed
well,
animal.
I think only if you're really young.
Oh, okay.
Isn't this kid like under 2 or something?
Yeah. Well, let's take a look who he is. That's the kid right there.
He's like in the
Well, he's
in the
not that.
machine.
Yeah. Oh, here he is. Yeah.
Literally
In
in
the
the machine.
machine.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So,
That is insane.
yeah, but he
Hey
just
mom, I can't get back out.
but it doesn't look like I mean, he looks like he's having a good time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, I mean,
So,
he's in there with a bunch of stuffed animals.
I
Who wouldn't?
know, I know.
Who wouldn't be having a good time?
The people out here trying to get him out.
People trying to get him
Those would
out.
be the people right there.
Mom and dad,
Mom and
don't you
dad,
ever do that. Don't you ever embarrass me
don't
like
ever
that
do it
again.
again.
Oh
Don't
my
ever do it
gosh.
again.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's hysterical.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, so I may have said this before. I would love to figure out. I'd love to write a book called Colloquially Speaking, just to go through and explain where weird colloquial phrases really came from. Like that dog won't hunt. It's like this would be like this would be like the colloquial phrase book for people that English wasn't their first language. So not just tell you what it means in our today's
Yeah.
uh vernacular, but go a little deeper and explain it. So I found out something today. You've heard the term blowing smoke up your
Mhm.
rear.
Yes.
You know that phrase.
Yes.
Okay. Well, fascinating. I learned today. Not even trying. This is why I want to write this book, because I don't even try to find these things out, and they come to me. So I found out today why that phrase exists. Because many moons ago, there was a thing. It was a thing where this interesting group of people, and it was the society who created these little boxes. Okay,
Mhm.
it was to help save people from drowning. Okay, little boxes, and it had all the stuff you needed to help people from not drowning. And here's what the group was called: the Institution for Affording Immediate Relief to Persons Apparently Dead from Drowning. Okay, that was the name of the society
Oh, okay.
that built these little boxes. So that's TIFAIRTPADFD for short.
Okay.
That doesn't mean
That's doesn't
doesn't spell anything.
it doesn't seem short,
It
so it's okay.
So so apparently what they did was there was a belief that you could revive someone that had drowned by blowing tobacco smoke up their rear end.
Oh my goodness.
So they had these billows and like tubing, and like you created a little tobacco fire and you literally blew hot smoke up their rears. And my thought is, if you ain't dead, that will wake you up.
That will wake you up.
That
Yes.
will you will expel whatever was in your lungs,
Oh, yeah.
and you will be standing up quickly.
Oh, yes. But, I mean, I guess if the person is actually dead, they just go, "Okay, well,
Well, yeah, and if they're really dead, it's not going to work. But
no,
so
yeah,
so fascinating where the term blow smoke up your rear came from.
that should be part of the I should do a podcast.
I think that's
It
I
should be
think that
part
should be
of
a
it.
new thing. I'm going to come up with a colloquial phrase and explain where it came from every week.
And we'll call it, Ricky's don't blow, don't blow. We'll have to make it more,
Yeah. Not blowing smoke up your rear.
yeah, so
Something, I don't know. That's just
buttocks.
butt talks. You mentioned butt talks
Man,
earlier, made me think of this.
I tell you what, is it just me or it's like my drive is so low tonight? Probably, it was probably because I didn't take any of the cocaine that I usually take,
Well, there's that.
and I think that's good. See, you could do it in the '80s. It was not a big deal,
Yeah. It's kind of
but
out
I
of
was still
fashion now.
young. It is.
Of course, the state of Oklahoma, the
Yeah?
legislature, did pass rules concerning the sale of marijuana, the regulation of marijuana
Yeah.
in the state of Oklahoma.
Really?
Now, it's not legal yet. Yeah, this is a weird deal.
This is
Work.
strange.
I will. There were some things I will miss about working in the news,
Yeah.
because I found out fascinating things that no one cares about.
Yeah.
So there's this deal, that the governor has already set up. The people are going to vote
Yeah.
on medical marijuana. Okay, that's a thing that is happening. We are going to vote.
There's already a lot of people already getting glaucoma. I can tell you right now.
And
A lot of people are starting to get glaucoma. They're
Hey,
going,
doc,
"Oh,
doc, can you go ahead and
yeah,
just give me them glaucomas, so
yeah.
that way when the pot's legal, I can get that."
Yeah, it's duck season, so I gotta be able to see them ducks."
So anyway, so that's a thing. We're going to
Yeah.
vote. Who knows whether it'll pass or not? Okay,
Okay.
like it, hate it, I don't care. Who
Yeah.
knows what? So the House of Representatives went ahead and passed regulations to deal with it if it passes. So rather than deal with important things
Oh my god, yeah.
that actually matter today, they pass something that might not ever be used,
Yeah, instead of dealing with the state budget crisis,
or the teacher pay raise, or anything that
any of
anybody
that.
cares
Yeah.
about.
Well, I mean, and this is true too. From a source, legislature, they actually they on a report, they were voting on a bill allowing, get this, suntan lotion be at the schools.
To allow suntan lotion to be at the school.
Yeah. Apparently, I guess teachers are not allowed to put suntan lotion on the kids, but couldn't they put it on themselves? I don't know. It's a strange bill, but I'm thinking, okay, people are
So
losing their
weird.
jobs, education, the whole bit, and we're concerned about, you know.
Yep. Well, there's another
I mean,
bill.
we don't care if the teacher has a
Yeah.
job or not, but if you got sunscreen, you're good to go.
Yeah, there's another bill. I don't remember if this one passed or if it's just still working its way through. The stand your, when I say stand your ground law, you know what that means?
Yeah.
That's like somebody breaks in your house and you shoot them dead. You're not going to be charged for murder.
Make my day.
Anyway, that's the idea.
Yeah.
So, state of Oklahoma, I don't remember if it passed or if they're working on it, but they're basically trying to extend your protection area
Yeah.
so that if you're at church, that the same rules apply. So if you carry, so if
Oh.
your church allows you to carry your gun and somebody breaks in with, and you shoot them, then, you get the same protections you would have had at your house.
There's so many directions I can go with that. So many directions I can go with
Yeah.
that.
So, but
Yeah.
now it doesn't stop your church from saying you can't. The
Oh.
church can still say you can't have guns on property.
Yeah.
That's because it's not considered public property. It is
That's true.
private place. But I just thought it was fascinating. So if it's
Yeah.
cool with your church to pack, then
Can I bring my AK in? Yeah, you can. Come on in.
so anyway, I thought that was interesting.
Well, I mean, that'd be cool. And then, like, among just putting money in the offering plate, you can put bullets in there too.
There you go.
Nothing wrong with that.
Staffing up keeping the security
Yeah.
team
You've heard
loaded.
that. I mean, Dick's Sporting Good and
Yeah.
Athletic.
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a couple
something like
different
that.
places.
Different
Yeah.
places. They're no longer
Yeah.
selling automatic weapons.
Yeah. Well, they weren't selling automatic weapons.
Well, they
No, they're
weren't?
not selling semi-automatic weapons
Sorry.
to 18 to 21-year-olds.
See, I
Just the 18 to 21-year-olds. Is the deal.
really?
Yep. Yeah, but you can go to Cabela's and buy 18 to 20.
See, I get
If you're
confused.
18 to 21,
Semi.
you can go to Cabela's and buy a semi-automatic rifle
What do you
because they're
think?
not dicks.
But wouldn't you think us exactly? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
yeah,
that was a meme that was floating around.
that was good. That was good.
Yep.
I get confused. Semi-automatic, automatic. I think both do the job.
I'm not a weapon guy
I'm not-
in general, but I do kind of. I followed it enough to figure out what I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's just like
See,
automatic means
you do more than I do. I don't follow anything, and yeah,
So you got an automatic. Automatics, you pull the trigger and it just keeps firing bullets.
Yeah.
Semi-automatic is you pull the trigger, it fires a bullet. Well, you pull the trigger, it fires a bullet. But you can just keep click, click, click. As
click,
fast
click,
as you
click.
can pull it is
yeah,
as fast as you can shoot.
okay,
And then non-automatic is you have to cock it, pull the trigger,
okay.
cock it again, pull the trigger,
There you go.
cock it again, pull the trigger.
Yeah,
So it takes longer. So that's
I think the
the whole-
automatic would just be the way to go. I mean, I'll probably get like a cramp in my finger, And then when you got to do the whole, just the, cock back, put a bullet in.
Yeah, that's
doing
just
that
too much
thing.
trouble for me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go all straight up crazy, I just think you just go with the best.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but you got to have a special license to do that.
Do you?
Yeah.
You can't hunt in turkey with those?
Nope.
Oh, that'd be so awesome to see hunting turkeys with automatic machine guns.
Just wouldn't have any turkeys.
They don't have any turkeys
Just be a
left.
big poof of feathers.
Like dropping them off a helicopter.
I
Uh,
swear,
I swear I
I
thought
thought they could
fly.
fly.
That is that
That will
is aw
always be a classic.
that is, always.
So apparently, somebody in my neighborhood saw our Roadrunner the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, everybody asked me if Wile E. Coyote was chasing him, but no, it really was. It was seriously a Roadrunner. I thought it was the most bizarre picture I've seen.
It's strange. I seen him at when I lived out in out in the country. Yeah, you see him all the time. It's
Oh yeah,
funny, though. I mean, there's yeah,
but see, I don't live in the country,
yeah,
but where I live used to be the country,
yeah,
so the animals still think it's theirs.
yeah,
So we've had bobcat, um, we've had coyotes,
yeah,
um, wild turkeys did cross the road one day in front of me.
yeah. It's not like a
3 or 4
joke.
of them.
It's a joke.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how drunk I was. Wild turkey across the
Wild
road
turkey across the road. That's right.
instead of me. Um, but yeah, yeah, where I live used to be country not that long ago. So, yeah, we get interesting wildlife sometimes.
Yeah, I've heard all, out here we get skunks and possums and
Oh,
here in the neighborhood.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because this area, I mean, they used to have a lot of fields around us
yeah.
and yeah, I don't know what the deal is. The animals just don't get the hint. It's like they have no place else to go. That was a message there somewhere.
There's a message there.
Yeah,
They don't I don't think they have any other
I don't
place to
think they
go.
do. I don't think
Yeah,
they do like a Motel 6 for animals
yeah. They'll keep the light on for you.
you lied on. Well, unless you're yeah, they
I'm
will.
Tom Bodett. We'll keep the light on for you.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
oh my goodness. So, what else you been up to lately?
Well, I've been up to trying to figure out how to put all this technology together. As you can tell, this evening has not gone as well as I thought so, but
It didn't go
it
bad. I
didn't go
mean,
bad.
it just took
It
you a little
it
longer
went
to open the
it
PDF files than you thought it would.
What is this stupid? Okay, this is the thing I hate. Okay, now we're on a roll. The thing I hate about Adobe. Okay,
Tell me what you
I hate
hate about
about Adobe.
Adobe.
They want you to do it their way, no other way. Okay, at least Microsoft, at least at least with them and most other third party software, they make it easy to integrate into their system and their
Yes.
network. Adobe, oh no, not Adobe. They basically, of course, now you have to go in the cloud for everything.
Yep.
If you happen to have Adobe Acrobat Reader, not Reader, but Adobe Acrobat,
The full version.
you have to sign in.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to sign in. Well, that's what kept popping up. My sign in. I said, I don't know my sign in. I mean,
Oh
I don't know my
yeah.
sign in because usually it links up with work. You know.
Yeah, and if you screw up your sign in and then
Uh,
you have to change it and then you have to change it on every computer you're
yeah,
doing
and
it
I
on.
and I have to reassociate. So what I had to do is go in and reassociate the
That's
PDFs
frustrating.
to and what's funny is Windows 10, I mean, they Internet Explorer PDF is what they have on there, which
Yeah.
is whatever, but that's what I had to go to, but the problem is I had a I was going off a file that was someplace else when I try to associate it. Usually, it will associate it to every one when you go into the properties,
Yeah.
associate it, it'll associate it to every Adobe, PDFs out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but it didn't
It
do
it
that,
wouldn't do
so
it. Mm.
no, so yeah, so that's why you were over there going, "Well," and I'm going, I'm trying." So,
Let's see, that's what you need a Mac because on a Mac it defaults to this thing
but have you
called
okay,
Preview,
now
and it just automatically opens in Preview.
you know what? This is the deal. This is the only reason I don't go with a Mac because 'cause I'm still looking for a laptop.
Oh,
And by the way, on laptops, I am waiting because this whole thing with Spectre Meltdown,
yeah.
I have started seeing, at the college that I
Oh, yeah.
support,
Yeah.
after you do those BIOPS updates,
Yeah.
oh, those things are slow
Really?
because it no longer does that predictive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it shuts that part off. Well,
So all the machines feel slow and sluggish?
yeah, I get calls in all the time where people, I don't know why my machine is all of a sudden. Of course, now they're not getting BIOS updates; they're getting Windows updates. It's trying to fix it on their end,
Yeah.
which I don't know how they're doing that. I guess somehow they're writing program that's not allowing the BIOS to do it. I don't know,
Gotcha.
but we've been trying to update the BIOS and see if that would help. But
Yeah.
man, it's so I'm kind of at the point I'm waiting for. If I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna wait for uh, yes,
For the next
I-9.
I-9. I-9's the next thing. I've heard. I haven't really seen, but I've heard.
It's not like I want to wait for it, but I mean, like, do I want to get an i7?
So
And
are
like,
I-9s really out yet?
no,
Not at all.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're working on it, but the deal is okay. But this, they were doing the process of i9s while all this stuff was going on with the meltdown Spectra,
Oh, so
and
now they got to go
so
back and look.
I don't
Oh,
know.
look, I9's got the same problem.
I don't know. You know how production, you know how productions are. They may go, "I'll send it out anyway."
Yeah, I don't know. I
That's-
haven't looked.
yeah,
I
but
haven't looked for anything that says, and Apple doesn't have anything that runs an i9.
I
They go Xeon after the i7.
I was looking for. I've been wanting an editing laptop.
Yep,
Um, I would like to have a Mac, but they're so expensive.
I agree.
And
I'm in the same boat. I'm gonna have to replace my machine. Battery's dead. By the way, I've found out it's gonna be $500 for me to replace my battery.
just the battery?
Yes. Now half of that's labor because I ain't doing it.
No.
But yeah, it was ridiculous. I was like, no. I will just I will have a desktop computer. My laptop will become a desktop computer,
Yeah,
and I'll attach a monitor to it, and I will just leave it plugged in forever.
exactly. Well, you know, and
It, by the way, just in the time we've been on this podcast,
uh-huh.
I'm down to 33%. I was full when
Are
I
you
got here. Yeah,
serious?
that's how bad my battery is.
That is bad.
My battery really stinks.
You know, and we talked about this before, and I would love. I mean, we talked about this before, where you know the specs of an iMac.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, is been the same forever.
yeah. Until very recently, they've updated.
They
The
did.
most recent had some
Yeah,
jumps, and the new iMac Pro actually has some pretty decent specs and okay video cards. It's still not top of the line, but you get like a 5K monitor attached to the front of it.
yeah. I guess my deal with that is the cost. They get because the
They start at like $4 or $5,000.
exactly.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
I mean, can you imagine what you can get with a $4 or $5,000 PC?
I know.
I mean, that's. But again, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what my next step is either. Um, I'm waiting for this new job,
yeah,
waiting to pay off some debt. I'm probably gonna hobble through for the next 6 months or so at
yeah,
least, and then I'm probably gonna have to pull the trigger on something because this one's getting a little long in the tooth,
yeah,
and it's okay editing 4K, but I got a couple guys that are shooting 6 and 8K stuff, and
yeah.
I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to edit that.
Now on Apple, when using Adobe Premiere on Apple,
Yeah,
um, someone was telling me that it has because of the way the format of the way Adobe has it, you have to edit in a certain way, a different format because it's I don't even know what it
I'm not
is,
sure
some
what they
type of
mean
sync.
other than they have a playback feature, like you can lower the resolution of the playback screen
Yeah.
so that it's not trying to play the full res video. So like if
Okay.
you're
That's
running 6
okay.
8K, 4K, you can knock it down so it's playing back at like 720.
But
But when
it's
you export it, it's exporting
is
full.
exporting. Yeah, I think there's a special export plugin that allows you to do that because they don't have that issue with the PCs. I don't know. A
Yeah, I
guy
don't
who
know.
does that kind of stuff told me, and he could be lying because he was selling stuff in the back of a trunk somewhere, and then yeah, and he said that was a and I had allergies, and he said, yeah, this is our text. And after that, I was like laying in a field somewhere, yelling for some yelling in Jamaican.
Well,
And I
there's
need
that.
more rum, man. Need more rum, something like
Yeah.
that. It was anyway. I don't know why I went there, but yeah,
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I'd have to do more research, but I have used it on both PCs and Macs.
yeah,
Unfortunately, the PC I had was horrible.
yeah.
It wasn't Adobe's fault. It was the PC I used was really bad.
I do like how the Macs are streamlined, and I like a Mac for if you use a Mac, you use the Mac for the purpose you want to use it for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, it's not like, getting a PC, you can play, video game, you can do this and that and the other thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not video gaming
Yeah.
on my Mac.
But, the thing is that rendering time, that's a big deal. And
Yeah, and if I had a big beefy video card with 5 or 8 gigs of RAM just dedicated to it, that would be amazing.
they do sell external video cards now that you can plug into your laptop that will take away the processing, the hindrance on the processor.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I've seen some things like that, but I've
yeah,
never investigated them to see, like,
yeah,
does Adobe really take advantage of them?
yeah. I don't know.
If it did, that would be probably worth investing in.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm just
I'm
using.
there with you.
I mean, my desktop does a pretty good job, but there's some times I just want to take my work and go to the library or go someplace else
Yeah.
and just work on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I will miss if I go to a desktop, I'll miss having a laptop, but I think I probably need the power. I think I'm at the point where I need the power for something more substantial. But yeah, that's where I am. I don't know.
How are you doing on time?
Oh, we're like probably way long.
Oh yeah, this is
So,
this is
but
this is like going to be the
the longest podcast we've ever done.
ever done, and it's all about nothing.
Well, it always is all about nothing.
That's true.
That's the name
That's
of the
true.
show.
That's true. I guess.
We could play the jingle and play ourselves out.
Oh, we can do that. Let's do that. And people going, please. Okay, well, Ricky,
Yeah,
I think it's
Mike.
time. So let's go. Oh,
I'm digging the jingle.
I like it.
I like it. It's light,
The lights, bouncy.
lighthearted.
It is kind of nice. I mean, it doesn't have that killer feel.
There's that.
That's that. Okay, well, we really messed up this podcast, and we hope you actually will ignore this podcast, come back later, and we'll actually have something good. But I can't promise that. And I don't know why I'm pointing in my fireplace. So, because we're not on the camera. See, now it's getting good now. See, now, anyway,
this is golden.
it's golden. It's golden now. Okay.
Hey,
Bye.
Mike,
Yeah?
say bye.
Bye.